measurement. A pyrite with a scale made of fool's gold, and 70% Egyptian designed forks and spoons to help stab a pillow's whole being, full of feathers and stuff and tryptified turkeys. What was metric, geometric and optimistic, full of upwards thumb drives, and organic machines turned into a deer-like zombie beast, sniffling around, not being the only child in the world. And the zombie deer is attracted to packs of small wolves hunting the real ones that used to roam free. And someone calls a grown-up woman as horny as Halle Barely 18 on myfreecams.com because he can't get up from his delusional dreams, and shreds and slips all over the place on the imaginary ice rink he constantly disgraced, called the trilogy, left over from a Bronze Age page of a copy of a book he thinks was sent to him from God, and God must not have liked that because he flooded Pakistan. All the dried out mines of the Middle East get a metaphorical car wash, and the earth starts to rebreathe like the Navy SEALs frog diving through the skies. It's a little too late for this travesty to open his eyes, and now that nutcracker has fallen off the shelf. And another problem arises when we investigate just where he got his fucking wealth. And Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Iraq all simultaneously rebuild while thousands of miles away an innocent sex slave is killed for no reason but psychological projection onto younger fates that show promise of pursuing happinesses, and wish any drug lord in Europe would fall into the cracks of some giant earthquake. And a masked lord from the feudal days shows his medieval face and looks away and pulls the trigger and ends another sex slave to intimidate with a tool that people coined a weapon back in the day. Here's a little history lesson for some people existing in the United States. Back in the frontier days, everyone was so amazed that we had the right to bear arms and not get raped, so cowboys and natives alike used to show off their guns. And nowadays across the world they can't count the targets and the drums, because they don't know the difference between a number of reasonable bullets and gunpowder. And literally speaking, like some line of gunpowder that burns fast and smooth, unlike some recruiting tool for honor or justice or truth. They're just trained to shoot and protect their dirt stashes of overreactions and spread like disease across Europe to England. And it's theorized they crossed the great Atlantic with a stop in Somalia where pirates live with greed as wives instead of thinking about what a peace treaty means. And even in Russia they like to be clean. So this little minority called the drug trafficking lords takes a whiff of themselves and realizing that they're mold, and sending a big-ass message from Earth is more ballistic than a missile to this futile breed of hurt, uneducated people that scatter up the world and blow away ashes like the days that all unfold. Like a freedom lights the way set of matches, striking eyes and ears and worlds that are simply out of control. And lazy hippies think there's no reason for a drug war. In matches in centimeters with their linear brains, and once the sulfur lights their head, everybody has to refrain.
And once the sulfur lights their head, everybody has to refrain.